Let's use these debugging techniques to find and fix the bug in this script. This script defines a variable beat, which is a beat string, and it defines another variable sound and assigns it a sound constant from the EarSketch sound library. It then has a for loop, which calls makeBeat 8 times to use that sound and that beat string to repeat the beat string 8 times in a row on track 1 of the DAW. This all sounds great, but when I press the run button, I immediately get an error on line 22. And the error message says range error, a provided argument is not within the set or range of acceptable values for function. So if I don't know what that means right away, the best thing I can try first is to use the printline function in JavaScript to find out what's going on inside of this for loop. And it says that the problem is with a provided argument. So why don't I go ahead and print out the values of all the arguments to makeBeat. So I can go printline sound, printline measure, and printline beat. And then I can press run again, and I can see what happens. Well, sound is this sound constant, so that seems to be okay. Measure is 0, and beat is the beat string. So the beat string and the sound seem to be okay. If I look more closely at measure and think about it, realize that EarSketch always starts at measure 1. There is no such thing as measure 0 in EarSketch. So let's focus in on that for a minute. I'm going to delete printline beat. I'm going to delete printline sound so we can focus just on printing out our measure values. And I'm going to comment out this makeBeat function call so that the entire for loop will work. I won't get any errors, hopefully, but I'll just see what the value of measure is every time I go through the loop. And when I do that, I can see that measure is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it's repeating 8 times, but from 0 to 7 instead of from 1 to 8, the way that I wanted it to. So if I look back at the declaration of the for loop here, I can see we start by initializing measure to 0. I can change that to 1. I can press 1 again. That fixes part of it, because now we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm not trying to put music on measure 0 anymore, but it's also only repeating 7 times. I never get up to measure 8. That's because of the stopping condition here, measure less than 8. Well, we want that to be measure less than 9 so that it will actually go through the for loop for the number 8 and not stop when it gets to 8. So if I now press run one more time, I can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, the 8 times that we go through the for loop. So now I think I can go ahead and uncomment the makeBeat function call so that we'll actually put the music in the DAW and create a rhythm that we can hear.